Good morning again. I am Megan Rowe, Deputy Superintendent, and I'm excited to officially welcome you to Convocation 2023. Each year, Convocation affords our entire school division and special guests an opportunity to gather for the purpose of celebrating the upcoming school year. When you hear your name, please stand. It is my honor to introduce our school board chair, Mrs. Stephanie Litterreber, who represents the Lee District. Our vice chair, Mrs. Susan Pauling, who represents the Center District. Additionally, school board members, Mr. Duke Bland from the Marshall District. Mr. Clay Campbell from the Scott District, and Ms. Donna Grove from the Cedar Run District. Additionally, we welcome the following guests. From the Fauquier County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Colonel Chad Brubaker. Major Mike Zietz, and Major Ray Prudhomme. We would also like to officially welcome all Fauquier County School Resource Officers and School Security Officers. From the Fauquier Excellence in Education Foundation, Chairman, Mr. Ron Farrell. And also, Vice Chair, Mrs. Judy Evans. Program Officer of the PATH Foundation, Ms. Margie Thomas. Fauquier County Administrator, Ms. Janelle Downs. Fauquier County Director of Management and Budget, Ms. Mallory Stribling. Fauquier County Director of Finance, Ms. Tara Lynn Peete. Fauquier Chamber of Commerce President, Mr. Alec Burnett. Warrenton Town Council Member, Ms. Heather Sutphin. Virginia delegates for the 18th District, Mr. Philip Scott. And Mr. Michael Weber. At this time, I am pleased to introduce School Board Chair, Mrs. Stephanie Litterreber, to the podium.
Okay, I made it up the stairs without tripping. We're off to a good start. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed educators and dedicated staff members, good morning and welcome back to another promising year at Fauquier County Public Schools. As we stand here today on the cusp of a new year, I am filled with extreme excitement and optimism for the incredible journey that lies ahead. First and foremost, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your unwavering commitment to our students' growth and success. Your dedication, passion, and hard work do not go unnoticed. Your tireless efforts to inspire our students to reach for the stars and empower them to achieve their dreams. I could stand up here and spend the rest of the day listing examples of these efforts that I have personally seen, but seriously, nobody wants to listen to me talk for that long. And I would still inevitably leave out an important example that deserves to be highlighted, because the truth is, every second of the day, you are all creating moments that have the power to have a lasting positive impact on a child. As we embark on this new academic year, I encourage you to embrace the fresh opportunities that it presents. A new year signifies a clean slate, a chance to innovate, to learn, and to grow. Let us approach this year with a sense of purpose and determination. Let us focus on fostering a learning environment that is not only academically enriching, but also inclusive and supportive. Each student who walks through our doors deserves a positive environment to learn, explore, and develop into well-rounded adults, our future leaders. Together, we have the power to provide that for all of our students and leave a lasting mark on the lives we touch. Thank you once again for your dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to our student success. Here's to a successful and enriching new school year ahead. And with that, I would like to introduce the Teacher of the Year for 2023, Ms. Bridget Hillen.
Thank you, Chairman Litter-Reaver. I'm going to start with, I'm super nervous. But I'd like to start with acknowledging and thanking all the 2022-2023 Teacher of the Year nominees. So if they could stand, and we could give them another round of applause. It's an honor to be recognized with such an amazing group of educators. You all, the teachers, instructional assistants, and support staff gathered here today, should be commended for your hard work and dedication to the students of Fauquier County. In particular, I would like to recognize Valerie Anderson. She is my amazing instructional assistant. If you teach kindergarten, you're nowhere without them. But we've been together for 23 years. She's my friend, she's my teammate, she's my coworker, and I definitely could not do this job without her personal and professional support. Okay, in one of my favorite lines from Ted Lasso, if you watch, he says, we make a lot of choices in our lives. Every single day, a choice is a chance. And this sums up what we can be as teachers. We have all chosen to be educators. With this choice, we have a chance to impact the lives of students for the better. I'm excited for this school year and the opportunity to learn from you all and to make a difference in the lives of students in Fauquier County. With that, I have the pleasure of introducing Gabby Fry, a student at Kettle Run High School, who is going to have some remarks for us.
Thank you, Ms. Hillen. Congratulations on being Fauquier County's Teacher of the Year. It is because of awesome teachers like you and all of the 2023 Teachers of the Year that students thrive in Fauquier County. It's almost the first day of school, so we all know what that means. The countdown to Thanksgiving break begins. 67 days for you and 65 days for me. While it is sad to see the summer end, there is a part of me that is excited to begin high school. With the start of the school year just around the corner, I want to thank the food nutrition staff who feed us every day, the transportation folks who make sure we get to and from school safely, the office staff that make sure everything runs smoothly, and the nurses that take care of us, and to everyone who cleans and maintains our buildings. Thank you for all your hard work to make school so special. When I was thinking about how to introduce Uncle Major, that's Dr. Warner to you. I remembered a quote at the end of an email he sent me by Dr. Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Dr. Warner strives to make everyone feel good, and he is always able to make others smile. He makes uncomfortable situations comfortable. I know he's excited about this new opportunity to lead our school division. In fact, he was so happy to start his new job that he missed the annual beach trip. Did I mention the beach? Dr. Warner attended and graduated from Fauquier County Schools. He began his career here in our system before moving to Prince William and Loudoun counties to start his administrative journey. In 2008, he returned home to serve as the first principal of Kettle Run. 10 years later, he became the deputy superintendent, where he led us to increase graduation rates and help to provide more opportunities for both students and staff. Uncle Major, I know you're ready for this, however, I thought you might like a little advice. 1, everyone enjoys a nice, long summer break. 2, snow days. They're great. So when in doubt, call for a snow day. I'll be waiting for your text. 3, now that you're a bigwig, let's consider talking to someone about these SOLs. Come on, I took 3 last year. And finally, number 4, enjoy yourself. You got this. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce my Uncle Major and our new superintendent. Please help me welcome Dr. Major Warner.
You don't get to have all the fun. All right. Now, when she rehearsed this, she left out something. And she didn't want to read it, so she said, if you could read it for me, I don't want to hurt my family's feelings. I said, okay. Here we go. Dear Uncle Wayne, Uncle Frankie, Uncle Joe, Uncle Mark, and Uncle Jay, I just wanted you to know that Uncle Major is my favorite uncle. We have a recording of that. And I'm going to use it. Like Miss Hillen said, I'm nervous too, not because I don't know what I feel like I should say to you all, but I'm just nervous because when you care about something so much, that's just really what happens to you. And you've got to channel that. And you'll be nervous on Wednesday when kids show up. Some drivers are going to be worried I'm going to miss a kid at a stop, right? Teachers are going to be worried kids aren't going to like me on the first day, something crazy. But the reality is we care about what we do. And because of that, it's okay to channel that. Let me clear up a couple things real quick, and then I'll get to the business. So I did some forums this summer, and I did one in Marshall, and I got a lot of crazy questions. But what I did not expect, because it was 100 degrees outside, was this lady in the back who's got a kindergartner, raises her hand and said, I need to know your vision on virtual learning and snow days. Now, it's 100 degrees outside in July. And so I'm wrestling with how to answer this because 3 of my bosses are sitting in the front row, right? And so you want to get that answer right. And Miss Pauling bails me out a little bit. So I'm here to tell you, a snow day is a snow day. I'm on record. Snow day is a snow day. Okay, so let's clear that up. Another thing I want to clear up too, because when I walked in this morning, I was talking to somebody and I heard these 2 dudes talking behind me. And so I just started to tune in a little bit. And I heard one of them say, man, I'm telling you, that's not him. I'm like, so I'm listening a little bit. The other guy says, no, man, I'm telling you, that's Dave Jack. What are they talking about? He said, no, he said, I think they're going to adopt this new artificial intelligence strategy, and he's going to get up there and pull some of that Mission Impossible stuff and peel off his outer layer of skin. I'm telling you, it's Dave Jack. And Megan Brill really is him. So Matt Yonke and Mark Malloy, I'm here to tell you, that's not true. I don't know what y'all were talking about that, all right? We also need to, because I know Megan made this announcement, but I want to make sure that everybody heard. I want to thank our jazz band, all of our staff and students. Thanks to all of our special guests. I do want to say thanks to our board. They are my new bosses. I do have the job already, but I'm going to take every public opportunity I can to thank them. And I seriously will say this, and I've said this all along, man. We're fortunate here because our board hasn't gone crazy. They support you, and we support them, and we need to give them a round of applause. All right. Now that the comedy monologue is done, I'm going to something serious. And so, as you'll see, this really is a new chapter. It's not a new book; it's a new chapter. And I'm honored to serve you in this capacity. And as I've gone through the summer, I've talked about three things. Really, you're good team. Thank you. That really are going to drive us. I've looked at our strategic plan for the last 6 years. It's got a lot of words, it's got a lot of pages, but the reality is I can reduce it to three simple words: engagement, safety, and learning. If we're not talking about our experiences, our journey, if we're not talking about our kids and the experiences that we need to be creating for them through those three lenses, then we shouldn't be having those conversations. All right. And so my challenge to you, and I'll challenge you about something else in just a little bit, is to say, listen, these are the things that drive us. Let's be engaged. Let's make them safe. All right. And if we do those two things, then they're going to learn. And the outcomes will take care of themselves, Gabby. I promise we'll do what we can about those SOLs. But at the end of the day, let's not focus on that. But I'm not going to be naive and stand up and tell you that they don't matter. I'm sorry. But if we do the things on a daily basis that are right by kids, that stuff takes care of itself. Let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the experiences that we create for them on a daily basis, all right? Because when we get that right, all right, this is 1976. Most of you weren't born in 1976. When we get that right, you create a future where kids believe that they can be anything that they want to be. Now, in 1976, that little scrawny kid sitting in the center, who, by the way, invented man spreading long before it was ever a thing, right? Didn't realize it then, okay? They have the confidence that they can be anything that they want to be. And so I got that confidence, and hey, Becky, that's you right there. A little blonde, curly-haired one right there in the front. Becky and I talked about that. When you get that confidence, it comes from some places. And so I have two special ladies that are here in my life. One wouldn't allow me to put her picture up on the screen. But if you look all the way back by the printer, she's there. All right, so honey, you're there. All right, I got you. But she's been supportive. This is year 30 for her. I'm not going to make any special announcements. She gets to make that on her own. But I said it. But she's been supportive, and I just want to take this opportunity to publicly thank you for being, one of my biggest champions. The other one is my mom, and she's here, and I will tell you, I'm probably the only superintendent in the history of Fauquier County Public Schools that brought his mom to Convocation. Because you get strength from that, and she's also the person that put me in those plaid pants way back in first grade. So that was on you, Mom. Okay. I share that to say, and people who know me know that I talk a lot about Mount Rushmore moments, right? And I think those dudes up there, Jefferson and Lincoln and Washington and Roosevelt. Amy, did I get that right? No? Who? Okay. Those guys don't matter in terms of the context of this story, but I talk a lot about Mount Rushmore moments in terms of Mount Rushmore friends, who are those people in your life that are impactful. But in this moment, I'm going to talk about it in the context of educators, okay? Now, there's a lady that's sitting over there who's been teaching 50 years, Rhonda Hendricks. In the year that Marshall's celebrating its 50th anniversary, so I'm really not sure how that went, but congratulations to you. Robert Gardner, who was one of my activity bus drivers when I was coming through school. But there are people that are impactful in our lives. And so for me, one of those folks was a kindergarten teacher. And I'm telling you, kindergarten teachers are saints. All of y'all are saints, right? But if you're a kindergarten teacher, please just stand up for a second. Just stand up for kindergarten, right? One of my Mount Rushmore people was Mrs. Putnam. And I know a lot of you know her. But I got every ounce of my foundation and my confidence and my belief in myself from a lady in 1974, 1975. And when I got the job at Color Run in 2008, I hadn't seen her in 33 years. And she showed up the summer of 2008 with a gift and a card. I'm so proud of you. And she gave me some pictures and she wrote some nice notes on the outside. And she's one of those people for me. And so when we think about the power of words, these are the things that she said to me in 2008. When I got Principal of the Year in 2015, she showed up again, 2017. And this is a lady who last taught me in 1974, 1975, who has shown up at just about every monumental moment in my life, educationally, just to tell me and remind me that I always knew you were going to be somebody special. Now, I know y'all tell every kid that all the time, but in this moment, just let me believe that I'm the only one that's ever done that. But she's a Mount Rushmore person for me, and she's still impacting my life to this day. 49 years after I left her classroom, all right? And so as I bring this to a close, because I've been challenged to keep this, because if y'all know me, I try to be brief. I want to remind us of a couple of things. I got my confidence to be who I want to be from Mrs. Putnam. I get my strength from a lot of people. I'm here to support you. But this challenge is for your leaders, for your principals, and for your assistant principals, all right? Make sure you support your staff. Make sure you support your kids. But to do that, you've got to be willing to make yourself vulnerable. You've got to be willing to lose to win. Sometimes you just got to let them be right. It doesn't always have to be about you. Support your kids, support your staff. This was from 2017, my last year Color Run. The one picture is the kid that looks a little bit like me and his mother. At least that's what she tells me it's mine, so we're good. Gotta have some fun. One of my proudest moments, being able to have my son his diploma, was the last thing I did here at Color Run. That was a joyous moment, and you would conclude by the other picture that was equally as joyous, right? But that picture is Molly Sullivan's picture. And let me tell you about Molly Sullivan. We got a call from the hospital that asked if we would come over and do Molly Sullivan's graduation a little bit early because her mom was dying of cancer. And in the interest of full disclosure, I said to my folks, I don't know if I can do that. And it's not because I didn't want to. I didn't know if I had the emotional capacity to do it. I just didn't. And they pushed, and we did it, and we went in. And we did a little ceremony for Molly, and that's her family there. Her mom is not pictured. She couldn't speak, she couldn't do anything. We did our little ceremony. And one of the things that we were able to do was to stretch ourselves as leaders in a community to support someone in their greatest hour of need. And we did that. And just a few hours later, Molly's mom passed away. Right? And then we had her graduation ceremony, just like we would for everybody else. And now people say, man, Paige is leaving us heavy. I'm not leaving you heavy. What I'm simply saying to you is, if we're going to give kids what they need, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. And sometimes you got to find something that you don't know you have. Because if you don't know when they're going to come up short. So they're going to show up on Wednesday, all their stuff in tow. Good stuff, bad stuff, with a story. You don't know who got in trouble the night before. You don't know if somebody lost somebody over the summer. You just don't know that. But the greatest gift that we get to do is to be in their lives, okay? And we get to be on their Mount Rushmore. If you choose that challenge, you too can impact somebody's life. See, that's the privilege that we get every day. It's a privilege, folks. You've chosen to do this. Nobody made you do this. You've chosen to do this. So it's a privilege to be able to do it. All right, so my challenge to you is to be that person. Just be that person. Be that person for someone else. Be a combination of all of those people who are those people for you. And if you will do that, I promise you, the outcomes will take care of themselves. All right? Do we have us a deal? That's all I got for you, man. So I'm going to leave you all with this. One of my favorite videos. If you were here in 2008, I believe Dr. Lewis played for us. I actually watch this once or twice a month. Okay? Just because I love the tune and I just love the collaboration, and I think it sends a powerful message and a positive message. Okay? So I want to thank everybody for coming. You actually can leave on this video, but it's just something very positive to end us on. I am proud to serve as your superintendent. Looking forward to another wonderful 23-24 school year. Thank you all.
This song says, no matter who you are, no matter where you go in your life, at some point you're going to need somebody to stand by you. Oh yeah, oh my darling, stand by me. No matter who you are, no matter where you go in life, you gon' need somebody to stand by you. No matter how much money you got, all the friends you got, you gon' need somebody to stand by you. When the night has come and the land is dark and that moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed one tear. Just as long as your people come and stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Come on, stand by me. Yeah. Oh, when that sky that we look upon y'all. And the moon is the only light we'll see. But I won't be afraid. I won't be afraid. Not as long as you, yeah, stand by me. Hey, yeah. Thank you, thank you.